Hello, all my fellow Gemini people out there. If I say Geminians, that sounds a little too formal. So Geminis, I've got our forecast for September right here. Can't wait to share it. I just have one quick announcement. Some of you have been asking about my latest book, Take Back Your Money. It is in its final stages and should launch sometime in September, hopefully very shortly. If you're on my personal mailing list, you will be notified, of course. And you can get on my personal mailing list just by going to MaxineTaylor.com. The book will be for many of you what you've been looking for, because it's going to help you release the programming that you bought as a little kid that's holding you back from creating the money that you want, no matter what the situation, the financial situation is around you. Okay, this is really cool. And for those of you who would like a personal Take Back Your Money session, just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, and under the spiritual coaching tab, I think it is. I don't go to my website that often, but I believe it's spiritual coaching. You will find all the information you need on Take Back Your Life. And now we're doing Take Back Your Money. Okay. I look forward to working with you. So let's talk about the forecast for September. First of all, Jupiter is in our ninth house, our solar ninth house. This is the house of the humanitarian. It's the house of friends, wishes, group activities. Jupiter is retrograde, though, which means it's not functioning as fully as it will once it goes direct in November. It's going to be very powerful. And even now, Jupiter blesses whatever it touches. And so here it is in our 11th house, and we just love our friends. Mars, the red planet, wherever Mars is, that's what comes first to you. That's what you're throwing yourself into. That's what you'll fight with and fight for. It's in the first house, which is the physical body. It's the most personal house in the chart. Mars is in its natural house in the zodiac, because in the natural zodiac, Aries rules the first house. And so there's Mars in its own house. And we're saying, out of my way. I want to do what I want, when I want, how I want, because I want. And we are more independent and all that good stuff. Mars is going to be going retrograde in the next few months, and I'll keep you posted on that. We're looking at Mercury now, because Mercury is in the shadow of the retrograde, and it's going to go direct on it's going to go retrograde, excuse me, on the 9th. So look out, world, because Gemini power, that's what we're talking about here. Yeah. Well, let's look at Venus, love, beauty, money. You know, the two good guys of the zodiac are Jupiter and Venus. And wherever they are, Jupiter brings joy, Venus brings love and happiness and money for both of those. It's art, it's music, it's painting, it's great. Venus has been in our third house, and so we have been talking about what we love. When we're communicating with people, it's from a loving standpoint. Well, on the 5th, Venus is moving into the 4th house, and we will share our love, our beauty, our blessings with our family, because this is the 4th house of home, family, and real estate. Are you buying property? Are you selling property? Or do you simply want to renovate? Or do you just simply want to stay home and enjoy your home? That's Venus in the fourth house. It's lovely. On the 29th, Venus moves into our fifth house of fun and games, and we'll be ready to party. Absolutely. Gosh, I can hardly wait. All right, the sun, the yellow planet, is in our fourth house. And wherever the sun is, that's the center of our life. The sun is the giver of life. And so in the fourth house, we are really enjoying our home. Now, Mercury retrograde gets everything confused. So I'll get to that in a second. But if you want to stay home and just sit there in front of the tube with a remote in your hand, because Venus is there, and that's entertainment, and the sun, the home is the center of your life, go for it. And so on the 22nd, the sun enters our fifth house of social life and fun and games and children, if you have children. If you don't have children, but you have pets, I consider the fifth house to be our pets as well, because to many of us, they are like our children, aren't they? Okay, now let's talk Mercury, shall we? It's going retrograde on the 9th. It's in our fifth house now. And wherever it is, it confuses that area. This is creativity, it's socializing. On the 23rd, it's going to cross back into our fourth house. And I think our mantra is going to be home, sweet home. Renovating, doing what needs to be done. Don't start any new projects on a retrograde Mercury. Instead, tie up the loose ends of unfinished projects. I think I've made that really clear over time. All right. On the 10th, we have a full moon. Now, it's interesting. Mercury goes retrograde on the 9th. The full moon, when things come to a head on the 10th, everything is unsettled during that time. And the full moon brings it to a head. It is great. So things can be, they're tense for 2 days before the full moon. And then there's a coming to a head, and then everything settles. The full moon will be in 17 Pisces 49 in the 10th house of career. So what I'm going to suggest to all of my Gemini friends is shoot for the top slot. In whatever your career happens to be, because you've got the full moon in your solar chart helping, in our solar chart helping us. And then 2 weeks later, we have a new moon back in the fifth house of fun and games. This is the 25th of the month, and it's in 2 Libra 41. Find 2 degrees Libra, 41 minutes in your natal chart, and you'll have the total picture. So the full moon emphasizes our leadership ability, our career, and the new moon says, it's time to party. I love this fifth house. Don't you? So, have a super terrific September, and I look forward to seeing you next month in October, when once again I take a look at our chart. Till then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now, my dear Gemini friends.